Hey there, fellow science and tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into some mind-boggling developments and groundbreaking ideas that were discussed at the 2023 MIT Energy Initiative Annual Research Conference. Hold on to your lab coats, because this is going to be a wild ride. So, here's the deal. The world has been shifting gears from talking about curbing carbon emissions to actually taking action. It's like going from saying you're going to hit the gym to actually lifting those weights. No more excuses. Robert Stoner, the interim director of the MIT Energy Initiative, set the stage by highlighting the urgency of the situation. But hey, the good news is that the solutions are right there, waiting for us to grab them. Jonah Wagner, the chief strategist of the U.S. Department of Energy's Loan Programs Office, spilled the beans. Most of the technologies we need to reach that 1.5 degrees Celsius target are ready to roll. We're talking about technologies that are tried, tested, and raring to go. It's like having your favorite pizza place deliver 80% of your order right to your doorstep. Speaking of delivering, Wagner brought up this massive nuclear power plant in Augusta, Georgia. It's like the big shiny present under the Christmas tree, the first new nuclear reactor built in the U.S. in ages. It's going to be the kingpin of clean energy in America. And it's backed by DOE loans. Sure, it's going to cost a pretty penny, around $10 trillion by mid-century. But most of that moolah will come from the private sector. Now, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're in for a wild ride. The U.S. is facing a tsunami of distributed energy production. It's like trying to surf a wave that just keeps getting bigger. The key here is virtual power plants, or VPs. Think of them as energy avengers, a group of distributed energy resources like solar panels, electric vehicles, smart appliances, and more, all working together to balance supply and demand. But here's the twist: the secret sauce to making this work is shifting the time of energy demand. Imagine charging your electric car late at night when everyone's asleep rather than during the evening rush hour. It's like ordering a pizza during the halftime show at the Super Bowl. You get what you want, and you ease the load on the grid. These VPs bring a whole bunch of benefits to the table, from affordability to reliability, decarbonization, and cutting down those pesky emissions. But here's the catch: getting this ball rolling requires some upfront help, like paying consumers to join in. In other words, most of the money spent on VAPs goes right back into the pockets of the American people. To make this whole shebang work, we need some good old standardization. We don't want to reinvent the wheel every time we start a new VPP project. It's like wanting to play your favorite video game without having to relearn the controls every time. So, the key here is to create a standard playbook for VPP operations. Ann White, the Vice Provost and Associate Vice President for Research Administration at MIT, took the stage and reminded us that climate concerns and energy concerns are like peanut butter and jelly. They go hand in hand. We need to develop and scale low-carbon and zero-carbon solutions to prevent further warming. MIT isn't just twiddling its thumbs, they're going all in. They've got tools up their sleeves that can make a real difference. One of those gems is fusion technology. MIT's been cooking up some fusion mojo, and they've got a spin-off company called Commonwealth Fusion Systems. These folks are aiming to build a practical fusion power reactor by the end of this decade. Decades of research have gone into this. It's like working on your secret recipe for the best homemade pizza. But wait, there's more. MIT has been seeding innovation like there's no tomorrow. They've given over $28 million to more than 200 projects, providing a springboard for transformative innovation. It's like giving a little nudge to your friend's lemonade stand, and it turns into a lemonade empire. The conference didn't stop there. They brought out the big guns: the students and their energy-related startup companies. These young minds are cooking up some seriously cool stuff. We've got AeroShield, Sublime, Found Energy, Vare, Envolome, Boston Metal, Transera, and Carbon Recycling International, all bringing their A game to the energy party. And don't forget the Student Slam competition. These students aren't just sipping coffee in the library. They're out there analyzing opposition to wind farms, optimizing bioenergy production, and solving energy-related problems that make your head spin. They're the future, folks. But wait, there's more. We've got a panel of students giving their perspective on today's energy challenges. These youngsters are tackling climate issues like bosses. They're launching movements, working on early-stage ideas, and diving deep into the world of green energy. They're like the Avengers of the energy world, young, fresh, and ready to save the day. And let's not forget those who got a little boost from MIT's seed fund grants. They're not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. They're using DNA molecules to convert carbon dioxide into useful stuff, monitoring methane emissions, mining the ocean for minerals, and developing new ways to produce green hydrogen. It's like having a bunch of mad scientists working in a secret lab, and the results are mind-blowing. The conference was a whirlwind of ideas and possibilities. We're talking about innovative processes for producing iron and steel with fewer emissions, using ammonia from renewable sources, and decarbonizing cement production. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Nuclear power, too, is making a comeback. Small, modular reactors are on the horizon, and they could be a game changer. Nuclear energy is like the superhero of clean electricity, and it's here to stay. Carbon capture and sequestration also took the spotlight. We're talking about pulling carbon dioxide from power plant emissions, the air and the ocean, and turning it into something useful. It's like turning trash into treasure, but on a massive scale. Now, we can't forget the financial and policy side of things. Geopolitics is coming into play, and governments are incentivizing the transition to cleaner energy. It's like a chess game, where every move counts. The investor's perspective is a mixed bag of excitement and risk. The stakes are high, but the rewards could be astronomical. Large companies are joining the clean energy movement, and it's a massive endeavor. We're talking about scaling up new technologies and systems like never before, and it's going to take a village to make it happen. It's like gearing up for the biggest battle of your life, and everyone's got a role to play. So, there you have it. Folks, a whirlwind tour of the 2023 MIT Energy Initiative Annual Research Conference. The energy world is buzzing with ideas, innovation, and a whole lot of enthusiasm. But here's the big question. Are we ready to take this energy revolution to the next level? Can we turn these ideas into reality and save our planet from the brink of climate disaster? The answer lies in the hands of each one of